Use the formula negative b over 2a to find the x-coordinate of the vertex and then solve for the y-coordinate. So negative what? Over 2 times. What is 2 times negative 4? So really I'm doing 16 divided by negative 8, which equals how much? 2. So that is the x value of the vertex. They then wanted us to find the y value, right? How do I find the y value of the vertex? Yeah, so negative 4 times 2 squared plus 16 times 2 plus 3. So I'm taking the 2 value of the x and put it in for x here. So 2 squared is 4. 4 times negative 4 is negative 8. 16 times 2 is 32. And then plus 3. So 32 minus 8 plus 3 gives you how much? What do you guys get for the y value? Is that right? Oh, this shouldn't be negative 8. That should be negative 16. Yeah, that could be. What'd you get? Do you guys agree? 19? Okay. 19 is correct. What's the axis of symmetry of this line? 2. Don't put 2. Will it be correct on the test? X equals 2. There are a couple questions on the test that say that. What's the axis of symmetry? If you gave me just 2, it would count it correct, and I'm not going to go back and give you points on that. You must have the x equals 2 because it's a line. Use the formula again, negative b over 2a to find the x-coordinate and then find the y-coordinate. So we're doing the same thing we did again. So it'd be negative what over what? What's my b value here? 0. B value has an x on it. There is no term with just an x, so that is 0. Over 2 times how much? Well, 0 divided by anything is just 0. Okay? What would my y-coordinate be? So I need to plug 0 in for x. So I do 3 times 0 squared plus 18. How much is that? It is just 18. Good. For each function, identify the vertex. If it's a maximum or minimum, and complete the table. Okay, so first off, we can say if this is a max or min because we should be able to say whether it's going up or down right away. Is this guy going up or down? It's going up, so do we have a max or min? Min. And I know it's going up because my a value here is 1, and that is positive. Okay. We have to find the vertex first in order to fill out this table. So we're going to do negative b over 2a. Well, negative b is just negative 0 over 2 times 1. 0 divided by anything is always what? 0. So I'm going to go 2 above and 2 below that. Negative 1, negative 2, 1, and 2. Let's start with the vertex. If I plug 0 in here for x, what do I get for my y value? Negative 4. So this is negative 4. Okay, if I plug in positive 1 here, what's 1 squared minus 4? Guys, this should all be done. Thank you. Negative 3. What's 2 squared minus 4? 0. If I plug in negative 1, what should I get as an output? And if I plug in negative 2, what should I get as an output? Because of the reflection. On the test, I recommend that you actually do that math so that you don't make a simple error. So 0, these lines are hard to see. Sorry about that. What's my AOS on this guy? What would your AOS be, guys? No? X equals 0. Good. All right, next one. We need to find the vertex first by doing negative b over 2a. So I'm going to do negative 2 over 2 times negative 1. What's 2 times negative 1? Negative 2, right? So what's negative 2 divided by negative 2? 1. So your vertex is at 1 something. Let's plug it in. 1 squared is 1. Throw on the negative, I get negative 1. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 8. So I'm doing 2 plus 8 minus 1. That is at 9. So my vertex is at 1, 9. Is this parabola going up or down? Down. How do I know that? Yep, the negative a value. So does that mean it has a max or a min? Good. 2 below, 2 above. I'm going to plug in 0. 0 squared is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Plus 8 would just give me 8. So when I plug in 2, I should also get 8. I'm actually going to plug in 3. 3 squared is 9, so I get negative 9. 2 times 3 is plus 6, and then plus 8. So I'm doing 8 plus 6, but then that answer minus 9. What do you get for that? Is it 5? Okay. All right, back 1, up 5. 0, 8. 1, 9. And then there's my parabola. Any questions so far? Okay. Domain and range. Domain. What's the domain going to be on all of these? Parentheses what? To type that into the Schoology tomorrow. Negative INF, comma INF. Parentheses around it. Do I have any spaces on that? No. Now range. Range is your Y value going up and down. So does it start down and go up, or does it start up and go down? So it goes down. So what's the smallest value you're going to have here? What does it go down to? And what does it go up to? 4 gets a bracket. Again, no spaces. Make sure you have a bracket around your number. Okay? Any questions? All right, next page. Has 2 x-intercepts at these two. Find the x-coordinate of the vertex. How do I do that? So this is an intercept form, essentially. I gave you the x-intercepts. It's this point and this point. How do I find the vertex? Awesome, thank you. When I do that, what do I get? Guys, what's halfway in between negative 8 and negative 6? That's all you're doing. There's your answer. That's the x value of the coordinate. So if this was the vertex, that's your x value. Okay? Now they're giving you the 2 x-intercepts, but they want you to find the line of symmetry. Well, isn't that your x value again? Right? It's just the same as your x value. So how do I find the x value here? Yeah. Thank you. What do you get? So is 5 my answer on this, guys? And it's the line of symmetry. So if I gave 5, it would be correct? Nope. What would I need to put? Thank you. Okay, so this one, they gave it to you in standard form. They're wanting you to switch it to intercept form by actually factoring it. So remember crisscross? When I multiply, I want this 5. When I add, I want this 6, negative 6. What 2 numbers multiply to a positive 5 but add to a negative 6? Awesome, thank you. So this factors into x minus 5 and x minus 1. So you had to take one extra step here. All right, what would your x-intercepts be then? This is where we do x minus 5 equals 0 and x minus 1 equals 0 and solve for our x's. What are my 2 x numbers then? What does x equal here, guys? Yep. What does x equal here? What does x equal? Thank you. So what are my 2 x-intercepts? What and what? I can't hear. 5, 0. Yep, that's another one. Thank you. Guys, if you're sitting there completely lost right now, you have a lot of studying to do. Okay, this should have been done already, right? So we should just be going through the answers. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. No, because -1 and +6 don't multiply to 5. So the two numbers have to multiply to this top number, but add to that bottom number. Yes. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, write the coordinates of the vertex. In order to write the coordinates of the vertex, I have to find x first. How do I find x? We just did this on a problem 2 problems above it. So what do I do to find the coordinates of the x value? Thank you. 5 plus 1 divided by 2. What is 5 plus 1 divided by 2, guys? So the x value is 3. How am I going to find the y value of the vertex? Awesome, thank you. I'm going to plug in 3 to this equation, so I'm going to do 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 5. 3 squared is 9. 6 times 3 is -18 plus 5. 9 minus 18 plus 5 is how much? -4 is correct. So we have a point at over 3 down 4. What are 2 additional points that I should have? So 3, 4, 3, -4, sorry, is one of them. I need 2 additional points. What should those 2 additional points be? What'd you say? I'm sorry? Not 5 and 0. Oh, I see what you're doing. They want 2 additional that we haven't come up with. If I do 1, it will give me that 4 or 5. So that is fine. Okay. 2 what? -3? Okay, so over 2 down 3. What does that mean 4 will be at? 4 or what? Because it's the mirror image point. 1, 0, 5, 0. Questions on that? A is in between 0 to 1. It is wide. If A is 1, it is average. If A is from 1 to infinity, it is going to be narrow. So they're wanting you to compare what this graph would look like compared to the parent function. First off, does this one go up or down? Up, just like the parent. So that's not different. Is this one wide, average, or narrow, though? It is wide. So this one's going to be wider than the parent function. That is the only difference. What is 5 over 2 as a decimal? Okay. This next one is in vertex form. What is the vertex here? What, comma, what? -7, comma, what's at the end? 0. Is this one facing up or down? It's up because my A value is a +1. So this one moved back, so it moved because on the parent function my vertex is at 0, 0. This one has moved left 7 spaces. Do you guys see that? Because the vertex is now over here at -7, 0. It's going to be facing up also. So that's the only difference. In vertex form, this one's a little tricky because this one can be written as x plus 0 squared minus 6. So what is your actual vertex of this guy? 0, -6. So where did this guy move? Did it move right or left at all? Did it move up or down? Down 6. This guy has a negative out front. What does that mean? So it's facing down. It's a -1. What's the vertex at on this guy? Is real quick. Which 2 can we eliminate? Because it's not flipping upside down. It is D because you have